All right, here we go. It is opening week musky fishing in Wisconsin. Brian and I are hitting some reservoirs in central Wisconsin, and we'll see. We got cloudy, cool. See where these fish are in the spawn here, but we're getting ready to dump in. And the season of Keys Outdoors is about to begin right now. All trophies aren't measured in inches. Some, well, they're measured in blood, sweat, and tears. Keys Outdoors is brought to you by Great Clips, Kwik Trip, and the Boat Center. Well, here it was. Another show season was about to get underway. Our plan was to start shallow, working the shoreline. Our lure presentation was also shallow running lures, glide baits, twitch baits, and top water. I started out with a Llungen 22 short SS crankbait, walleye pattern. And Brian, well, he would throw a Phantom Softail glide bait.
First fish in the boat. Hooked.
Nice. Nice, 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 buddy. In the bag. Boom.
First fish of the year, breaking in the old skeeter.
We just started how long ago?
5 minutes ago.
5 minutes and we got
nice clean
slime
fish. That's a
time.
good sign. A little pre-spawn, a little slime time. Back in the water here. One down, Mike. We got that fish on, of course. My favorite springtime bait is a Softail Phantom. We got like a purple crappie here. And you know, early spring it's really hard to beat those things almost anywhere in musky country. So, and again, it did the job. 5 minutes. Let's get another one, buddy. Guys, I'm going to show you how we're using these small Phantoms here, Softails. Basically, I'm doing just a couple quick snaps and a pause. The pause is probably the most important part of it. Snap, snap, pause, snap, 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 snap. No, always come right up on that pause and smack her. And then when I come into a figure eight, I'm not pumping it. I usually just come in just like a bucktail and come around. That's pretty much how we use them. There's all different ways. I mean, you can cast them out and reel them in, but early spring I like that snap, snap, and then that pause. Really important in cooler waters.
Opening week of the musky fishing in Wisconsin, and already one fish in the boat. Brian scored on a Phantom Softail. We just fished this whole shoreline down, and what we're noticing is that fish was super clean. Water temp's 57 degrees, but that's surface temp. And I think that these fish are not in full swing spawn right now, and for several reasons. One of the things in these central Wisconsin flowage systems, you definitely want to see carp up against shore doing their thing, and that means that it's right during the prime time, and we're not really seeing that. But now we're going to try some deeper holes adjacent to this shallow water to see if those big females are staging in those deeper holes. As the water temp warms, they'll make their way back into these coves. Stained water, trees are starting to bud. and hopefully we'll get tied into a big girl here sometime today.
Welcome to Great Clips. Thanks for using the Great Clips online check-in app. You'll notice things are a little different in our salons. That's because we care about your safety and comfort whenever you visit Great Clips, from after the last customer's visit to the second you walk through the door and throughout your visit. We have increased safety measures in our salons to help make you feel as safe and comfortable as possible whenever you need your next haircut. Because we want you to get back to that fresh hair feeling after a quality haircut from our expert stylists.
I was shooting the breeze with a fellow fan when he tells me I'm a Kwik Trip store leader. And I'm like, I love Kwik Trip. I know Jim, who first told me Kwik Trip has the freshest fuel. And Mary, who's like, fresh Karuba coming up. And Greg, who reminded me that you have no-fee ATMs in bathrooms that are always clean. And Linda, who rang up my milk and eggs and sent me off with a see you next time. And the Kwik Trip store leader is like, here's my card, in case you're ever looking. You never know.
Kwik Trip, we got you covered.
Trigger by Musky Mayhem just triggered it on the 8. Look at that.
I've been known to just take off, not knowing where or for how long. There is nothing for sure in my life, except once I get there, I know I'm going to be able to fish it. With one muskie in the boat, we decided to work some deeper holes leading into the shallow spawning bays. These deeper holes are key spots for spawning muskies. The large females will stage in these holes and feed up before making their way into the shallow bays to spawn. Well, right now it's moon rise in day one of our trip here, floating some reservoirs, central Wisconsin. One fish in the boat for us. We had a fish up 3 times. That's what we're going back to right now. Actually a pretty nice fish. You know, that lower to mid 40-inch fish. We're gonna go back on her. I'm gonna put on the glide bait by Phantom Softail. It was our clown pattern that fish came up 3 times on. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna position ourselves. We're right during moonrise right now, and hopefully we'll get this girl to eat. She's a nice fish, and that would really finish off this day well. So to work, here we go. It all comes down to this. Prime time, baby. Well, it's the end of day one fish in the boat for us, seen a couple more, but we're gonna come back tomorrow and hopefully get on them. Not a bad day, not a bad first day to start the season, no doubt about that. And we've got some fish to go back on today. So we're gonna load up the gear and get going. Very cold for May, 35, 40 degrees out in the morning. Yeah, it's unseasonably cold, but that's good because these fish are still starting to pre-spawn, so we got shot at a big one here. But day 2, central Wisconsin, we're gonna get loaded up, get rolling here, and put some muskies in the boat. We once again started day 2 working the shallow waters. After hours of no success, we decided to make our way upriver to work the dam. With lots of rain and high waters, the dams were open and heavy current was coming out of them. From our experience over the years, when the dams are open, it draws muskies up to them. So it was time to see if they were there. There you go. Is that a muskie? Yeah. Hold on, Brian. Okay, I'm going to put us on spot lock here.
Not a big one, but it's a muskie. It's a pretty heavy current.
That's a nice fish.
It's gonna be fun.
Can you get it?
I get it.
You sure? Right on, man.
That was some crazy fishing in this current. Wow. Lift her up.
Yeah.
Another little springtime muskie. You know, they're not big, but they're fun, and we're putting in serious time to catch these. So, it's been a tough day, but here's another fish. Cute little guy. Let's get him out. He's been caught already. Back into the current. Kind of fishing the jungle here. I don't know if you guys caught that on camera, but pretty high currents coming through here, so it was pretty tough. And kind of shallow here, but she came right off the bank. You know, it's a small male. That's generally what we're catching here in the spring. You know, it's opening week, but it's still fun. And we got a chance at a big female, so it's good times.
Right on, man. Guys, here we are. We're up at a dam. We got tons of current, throwing a shallow invader, and this is a neat little feature by Musky Innovation. It's a magnet system that they have, and it locks your hook right up. And I'll tell you what, it works, man. There's no doubt about it. So check it out, Musky Innovations. Go online. They're worth it. Day 3 would bring in bluebird cold front conditions and yet another change in location. We decided to head to another flowage system. Our plan was to start working shallow huge flats that are used this time of the year for spawning muskies. After working all morning with no luck and not seeing a muskie, we decided, well, to head up to the dam.
You got there, Mike?
Oh, nice fish.
Anchor.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice fish, bud.
Doing that here.
All right. Woohoo.
Nice. Nice.
These look good. Nice fish. This is what we were looking for.
Whoa.
Get up over that.
There you go. Yeah.
Boom! Boom, baby. Yeah. Brian and I let's get this fish unhooked here. We'll tell you how our whole plan kind of formulated, what made us come to this conclusion right here. Nice fish. First fish of the year for me, and it's on a double dog. Yeah, baby. Man, I gotta tell you guys too, these RS nets, you know, we're netting by ourselves. There's only 2 of us, and we got a smaller net that we should actually have with us today. But the RS nets, 100% American made, quality all in all. Look at how that fish, that's a big fish, that's a nice fish, and look at how it just lays in that basket. Perfect. Couldn't ask for anything more. And what can I say about Musky Innovations? Another fish on a bulldog. I don't know how many that is, but many. That's another thing that's really cool about these bags too. The way that they're netting is you don't get the hooks in the netting, and that's so critical. That's what we were struggling for the last couple years, going through net company after net company to find one that wouldn't do that, and finally the RS nets have proven once again to perform like a really good quality net should. So, but here's the dog that I threw. For some reason, I was joking with Brian, and we just raised a really nice fish, probably a 4-footer, and not this fish, another fish. And I raised it on a double dog, and I jokingly said to him as the fish swam by, I read its mind, and it said white. I will eat white. So I went and switched to white, and it was probably 15 minutes later we hook up with a fish. So yeah, trying to be funny, but it paid off. About the only time it's ever paid off for me to be funny. All right. There we go. Opening week, Wisconsin muskie season south of Highway 10. This is our 3rd fish. 4, but 3 that were actually 8 lures. Nice fish. Nice Wisconsin River muskie. And my first Chaos assault rod muskie right here. They are awesome rods, man. Check them out. All right, let's let this girl go back. She don't want no business of that. Little slime time, baby. Yeah, bam. Whew. We got more to catch. We're on a pattern now, we know. It's 2 fish in the last probably half an hour. And we're gonna look right now at our moon phases and see if that had anything to do with it as far as a major or minor goes. cold front conditions, and I can't say this enough. Like Brian, and he called it. We tried some areas, and he said, you know, same thing yesterday. You always get fish up by a dam, especially early season. Check out these dams. They have a lot of opportunity. Have the right lures, keep pounding the water, good things are gonna happen.
I'm gonna switch to a weighted dog. I was trying out a shallow dog, but Mike got his on a weighted, and they might be hugging the bottom right now. You know, it's a cold front, but I figured because it's warming up here that they might start coming up. But I'm gonna go back down since I might be sitting on the bottom. And I'm gonna shoot for walleye double. Tasty.
I got a tail.
You must have something snagged, huh?
It's a big fish. Dude, it's a big muskie.
Is it?
Big muskie. Oh my God, don't let it get.
I got us on. Let me get the net for you.
Big one, big one.
Let me get the net. Want the net?
Get the net. Dude, this a hog. On this side. I got him. Oh my God.
Musky. Musky.
Whoa, dude.
Where'd you get that one at?
I think it's called a double dog. White double dog. Oh, what a nice fish. She is mean. Mean as they come. Wisconsin River, mean beast.
Your spidey senses were right on white. Nice fish, Mike.
All right, man. We worked hard for it, Brian. It's opening week, Wisconsin, south of Highway 10. You know, cold front conditions, that's what hit us hard here. And it started out great. I mean, Brian moved a fish right away, missed a fish, caught a fish. We had fish going the first day. Only ended up getting one. We decided to make a move, and we went to a different body of water, a different reservoir, and again, started out, worked the traditional spawn areas, flats and things like that, and it just wasn't panning out. Didn't move a fish down here. And then Brian just said, hey man, let's get back to the dams. Let's go up by the dam. There's always fish up by the dam. I had a double dog on by Musky Innovations, and I moved a real nice fish, a fish like this, big fish. And then I switched to white and hooked up with a really nice 43, 44 incher, and then making another drift through this dam area. She was sitting right behind me in the corner of that wall, right on the very tip. My lure hit, I gave it one rip, and she loaded up. I thought I tail hooked a sturgeon at first because she would not move. So let's take a look at this beast. Big Wisconsin beast. Oh, God. Look at that. That is what we were looking for right there. Caught on an assault stick, 2020 Chaos Tackle, new rod company. This is what it does for you. Awesome fish. Let's get her on the board here. See what she weighs. Scales out. She is 46 and a half inches. 46 and a half inch Wisconsin River pig. All right, let's get her back. Okay, here we go. Oh, let's let this piece go back here. Oh, what a dandy. Look at that. God, did she fight.
She's going?
Oh, not yet.
There she goes.
Here she goes. Boom, buddy. Right on. You know, you never know how the day is going to end up. This whole sport of musky fishing is such a crazy thing. There's so many ups and so many downs and so many questions, and are you doing the right thing, the wrong thing, what should we do? So many scenarios play in your mind, and what's really good about it is when you got a good teammate that you bounce ideas off each other and work things out and just kind of put logic to things. And in cold front conditions, we always say fish are either going to go ultra shallow. We tried that. They didn't go ultra shallow, or they're going to go deep. Here we are, one of the deepest parts of this system that we're fishing, and that's where it paid off. 2 fish in the matter of an hour and a half. That's a good musky day no matter where you're at. We're going to call her good. Great opening weekend, Wisconsin, south of Highway 10. And the equipment we use, again, proves itself time again. So check out these companies and check out Keys Outdoors. Till next week on my Keys, I don't know where we're going to be, but I guarantee you this, it will be an adventure. See you all next week. Keys Outdoors Musky Hunting Adventures has been brought to you by these awesome sponsors. For without them, none of this would be possible. Please check out their services, their gear, and their beer. And if you'd like to learn more about us, please visit our website at keysoutdoors.com.